Obstürmt oder steigt
und die Sonne uns sagt, der Tag glühend heiß oder eiskalt.
Okay, guys, this is Sturmgeschütz 4, also known as Globulus. This is a 4-player free-for-all. I believe it's a scored resolution fight. I brought my typical Armenian army. I bring 3 Armenian heavy spearmen. I bring 3 Armenian legionnaires. I bring 3 Armenian archers, 3 cataphracts, and 1 cataphract archer. My opponents here. Go over here and see what they've got. The Julii, under the command of Topsy Kretz, I believe I've played him before, has 1, 2, 3, 4. No, has 1 archer and 3 archer auxilia. Has 2 Roman armored generals that I can see. I believe he has more though. He's bringing 2 Triarii into the fight. He has 4 urban cohorts and 2 legionary first cohorts. Let's see what else we got over here. We have Carthage and the Scipii, if I'm not mistaken. I just gotta find them here. I know they're here somewhere. Ah, okay, I found the Carthaginians. The Scipii, where are the Scipii? Well, I know they're here somewhere, but I can't find them. Anyways, let's take a look at the Carthaginian army here. Under the command of Voea. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sacred band infantry. 3 Spanish mercenaries. I believe they can. I believe they have a missile attack. They're kind of like legionnaires. They have a missile attack before they charge. I think I might be wrong on that. And they have 5 sacred band heavy cav. I know the Scipii players are somewhere. Maybe they're in the forest. Let's find out. Once I find them, I will brief you on what they have. I know they're here somewhere. There they are. So I thought they may have been hiding in the forest. We'll take a peek at what he has real quick. And this is, they are under the command of Tom, who I believe was the host of this battle. Let's see. I see quite a few Roman archers. He's kind of rushing out here, isn't he? So let's wait just a moment. What I'm doing is I'm advancing my army up this hill and toward the Julii Roman player. Carthage. Let's get out of the way of the trees there. They're moving into position as well. Okay, the Scipii. Looks like 6 urban cohorts. I don't know if it's 5 or 6 Roman archers. It's 5 Roman archers. I'm sure he's got Praetorian calves sitting up here somewhere. But oddly, there they are. He's got 1, 3 of them that I can see. Maybe 4. I thought it was strange. He's got the hill advantage. Well, not really a hill. It's a slope. But he has a slope advantage on the Carthaginians here. But Carthage is smartly enough, excuse me, moves up to this little ridge here, this little high spot, if I'm not mistaken, and engages them on a more level ground. Now here, you have all these sacred bands going after these Praetorians, which I think is going to be an excellent opportunity for the Carthaginian player under Voea. Oh, now they're pulling back. Okay, not sure why they're doing that. Oh. Well, they still could have engaged here. Engaged the Praetorians here. And it would have... They probably would have smashed them pretty well. Now, they're just kind of sitting here, so let's go back over to my side of the field real quick. On my left, I have my cataphract archers doing their job. I moved all my cataphracts over to the side as well, so I'm making it obvious I'm going to try to go on the left side here. But I've got my cataphract archers and my other archers just targeting these Roman archers. It's kind of a skirmish fight right now as we go. Here's these Roman armored generals. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he's got 5 of them. So let's see how this goes. I started advancing my army. I keep my legionnaires on my left to counter any possible cavalry attack by him with because of my legionnaires Pila. I figured they would come in handy in case I needed to run them in real fast. And again, here I advanced some of my archers, or pardon me, I advanced my spearmen and bring them up online. Now here, did something I don't normally do. Usually when there's a cavalry battle already going on, I tend to let the battle continue, but here I believe I pulled back and then hit him again. So I kind of cycle charge his cav with my cav, which is not something I normally do, but in this case I do it, and it works out quite well. And you can see I'm bringing in my legionnaires to finish off his cav. I'm taking my cav out of here since I see his boys coming, his urban cohorts. I'm still just pouring missile fire down on them, on the archers, and I believe I start firing on some of these cohorts as well. Now I do engage these cohorts with my legionnaires, just trying to get some kills. Now I noticed here in the background that some of his units had stopped routing, so I turn around and swing back to finish off these armored generals because with 2 hit points they can create all kinds of problems for me. So now here I split my forces, split my cataphracts up, and I take down each of these cavalry units. And he's so busy chasing around my cataphracts that I begin to bring my army forward here in a moment. Anyway, let's go over to the Carthaginian side of the field here. I'm not quite sure how he what's this? Wow. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how he did this. Looks like he just basically made a noob circle of sorts, or a square maybe. The infantry battle here, I believe, given the right circumstances, Carthaginian infantry could decimate cohorts. Now this I thought was kind of stupid. He charged right into these urban cohorts. Lost what? 3, 6, about like 8 cohorts. Now here he loses his cav in this section of the field. So they really kind of play a chess match with their cav, trying to find weak spots of the other's armies, and well, eventually you'll see who wins. Now here, I probably would have turned my. When I play with pikes, I always wait until the enemy cavalry is almost into their full charge, and I turn my pikes around whether I'm facing an infantry unit or not with my pikes. Simply because if you could take out the number of horses that the enemy has It gives you a maneuverability advantage on the battlefield, and you can't go wrong with maneuverability. Back over on my side, I was kind of confused. He got tired of chasing my cataphracts around, but what he does is kind of strange. He lines his forces up, all except these two units and this archer. He lines everything up in column formation, which I really didn't understand that. But anyways, here I am. I'm moving my archers, and what I did here is I would move my archers forward to attack something, and then I would move my infantry after that to support my archers. Now here he's trying to use his triarii to chase down my cataphracts. So I open fire on his triarii with my archers, and my dog's barking. These triarii I'm also targeting with my
running from the battle in terror.
I think I might be out of arrows. If not, I mean, I tried to with my archers here. I target the triarii. Yeah, I believe I'm out of arrows, because I would be targeting their triarii over here on this side, but also with my cataphract archers. I had my Armenian legionnaires on. Yeah, my daughter's in the background, so in case y'all are wondering what that is, it's her big mouth. Anyway, well, usually when I play as Armenia, I keep my fire at will mode on my legionnaires, because generally I try to play defense with my infantry and go on offense with my cavalry. And I took down quite a few of these triarii just by doing that. And I hear my legionnaires trying to chase down these triarii, and he starts bringing his cohorts to chase down my legionnaires. It's somewhat of a confused situation here, but with him being in column formation, I can pretty much decimate him here. I've got my cataphracts moving into position. I'm letting him chase my archers around. That way he can get tired. And I'm just kind of pouring archer fire into him steadily here. And surprisingly, my legionnaires here are holding their own against these urban cohorts. Now here, my cataphracts, I did a cataphract archer charge after my. I believe I had some legionnaires on that side that routed. Now here, I'm just doing rear charges, picking off these Julii units as I can. Here's another rear charge with my cataphract archers. And almost a rout right away. Well, it is a rout right away. Here's another rear charge, another hammer and anvil. And that was my wife that time. Now I'm just picking apart his urban cohorts with my archers here. And I do bring my cab over, so this won't take long. What I failed to do is I didn't stop my archers from firing. Generally when I make a charge like that, I do stop my archers from firing simply because I don't want to hit my own cataphracts with them, or my own cavalry with them. Yeah, it's just a big mess now. And that takes care of the Julii player. Now let's fast forward this a little bit, because the next opponent I get to fight will be the Scipii, since they defeated the Carthaginians over on their side of the battle. My army, my infantry's kind of banged up. At least my legionnaires are. My spearmen, they're good to go. Still at almost full strength, or just lost maybe a fifth of their total number. I get on the I seen that he has the high ground here. So what I do is I just kind of line up, and we kind of wait for a moment to go at it, just because his army's tired, as is mine. So I'm bringing my archers up. My archers have one goal, and that's to kill his Praetorian cav. My archers can do that, I'm happy. His infantry got, some of his infantry got banged up pretty decently in the fight with Carthage. These two units are almost completely depleted. He's got say 4 of his urban cohorts are good to go here. I mean, they've lost probably as much as my spearmen have lost. Now here you see I'm bringing some cataphracts up and around. And he actually takes the bait. I had sent my archers out front. I normally don't do that at all. But I sent my archers out front for him to try to charge him. He was heading that way, and then he saw my cataphract archers here, and he decided to charge for them instead. And that bogs him down long enough for my cataphracts to move in. And he does pull back one unit. Nope, he does run. Never mind. I do rout one of his units. Here's my cataphracts on the right. My plan here is to basically go for, since he has the high ground, is a simple double envelopment. I want to try to get behind him with my cavalry and keep him occupied from the front with my infantry, with all my infantry and my archers, and use my cataphracts to rear charge. But my problem with that is I've got to get rid of his Praetorians first. I think I'm out of arrows now. I could be wrong though. As you can see, I got my cataphracts on the left over here, on my left. They are, here we go. Now I'm bringing them down to, he's trying to go after my archers. And when he does, he almost runs into my pikes. But I do I'm bringing my cataphracts down to, oh, he did run into my pikes. But I do end up I'm hitting his Praetorians as we speak. I've got my unit here behind him. That came off on my right side. And here I'm just going to charge his archers. Now here I kind of did this on purpose. I clustered all my units together. But I broke them up just at the last moment. So I said all I wanted to do was to occupy his troops up here. I didn't really want to, I wasn't going to do anything because he had the high ground anyway. Here we go. Nope, I was going to charge him, and I seen he was getting ready for me. He does kill a few of my cataphracts here. Now I do get a good flanking charge in here with my other spearmen. And these spearmen, I'm going to swing them in on the other flank. Here's just a simple hammer and anvil. Well, not really a hammer and anvil because I'm not really engaged in this section of his line. Here I charge again, charging into his archers. Get as many out as I can. As soon as he lost his Praetorians, I had the mobility advantage. So I used the mobility to my advantage to about the best extent you could. And in case y'all hear some swallowing noises, it is me. I'm drinking coffee. Gotta have coffee or I can't function right, guys. Yeah, I'm picking apart these archers. I've got what's left of these archers. I think I have, this one still has arrows. I think this one just ran out. And here I do this massive cataphract charge. essentially just to keep them occupied. And then I come in from this side with the other cataphracts. Well, I know I do here in a minute. There we go. Here I'm bringing my cataphract archers back up who stopped routing. I've almost got the Scipii on the run here. These urban cohorts are hanging tough, as are these urban cohorts. But this unit, I believe, is a full unit. This is unit of 17, and I've knocked it down almost nothing. I've still got my heavy spearmen here, 63 of them, which outnumber both of his urban cohort units. I've got my cataphract archers running down his routing units.
The enemy general has been killed.
And there we go, you just heard it.
Now
I
we'll
killed the general.
see the measure of these soldiers' courage.
This pretty much ends the fight. I just used my cataphracts to mow down what's left.
The enemy flee. Chase them from the
I was
field
actually
and
quite
give them
impressed
no
with the
rest or
number of
pity.
kills I got in this battle, considering it was only 4 players. But this is pretty much over, so we're going to fast forward this. We do a little talking here about you know, his tactics and my the tactics I used on him. Basically comparing notes. You know, how each of us could improve how we did things. He didn't play bad. He just got outmaneuvered with my the way I play with cavalry. I'm not going to brag or anything. That's not what I do, but I do play pretty good with cavalry units. So I'm kind of a pain in the ass in that regard. I mean, you can look at some of my earlier battles on my channel and on my channel here, and you'll see what I mean. I will run cavalry around people, just run them ragged, them trying to figure out where I'm going to hit them next, and it does drive a lot of people crazy. So you know, take a look at my channel, check out some of my earlier battles, and you'll see what I mean. Especially with Armenia, I'm really good with the Armenian cataphracts. Never tried Parthia though, but here recently I've been on this Egypt kick, trying to figure out exactly what I can do with Egypt. I have 2 battles. Well, I think I have 2. 1 or 2. I know I have 1 for sure. Battles with Egypt where I'm playing as Egypt, and one's a scored fight and one isn't. So I'll probably do those next. But here, I mean, I had 1,800 kills. Even if it was going by numbers over quality on the in the results for a scored resolution, I would have won anyway. I literally destroyed 2 Roman armies. You know, good game to my opponents here. Let's check out my. Yeah, this is what I thought was amazing. With my cataphract archers, I killed 333 with cataphract archers. Killed 265 with this cataphract unit, 198 here, and then almost 400 alone with this cataphract unit here. I had heavy spearmen, which I don't normally get over 100 kills with my spearmen, but I sure did in this fight. This archer unit had over 100 kills themselves. So, you know, it was a wicked little battle. But anyway, good game to my opponents. Everyone remember, play with honor and bleed your enemies.